Hello, my friends. I'm doing lives because I don't feel like typing. Uh, Take a look on my timeline to get caught up. I'm going to be fine. I'm just stopping by briefly to tell you that this afternoon, when one of the nurses here came to speak with me, and I said, I have, active PTSD, and she said it's never going to go away. And I told her, get the fuck out of here. And I feel really empowered by that. Oh, I can see Renee's on the phone. So Miss Renee, to catch you up, I am in a cardiac ward because I'm a fall risk. They wanted to catheterize me, and I said no. They wanted to pick me up and put me on the same table, and I said no because I got plenty of core strength and plenty of upper body strength, and um, everybody is actually showing some surprise at my strength. Um, I just don't really have like legs right now. And as I'm sitting here, I think that there was another time in my life when I had like weird jello legs, but I can't remember exactly when it was. I might have been very young or in my early 20s and just totally fucked up and stoned and drunk. I don't remember now because I was not present then. Um, so I'm playing with, listening to inside me the like how do I not get out of a hospital bed until I know I can walk without falling over and breaking my head. Uh, this is just because they have to. Heart perfectly healthy. Oh, blood work amazing, of course. Um, this is so weird. My So the timing of this uh, uh, is eerily close to the anniversary of my mother's death, and um, her death was immediate, and neuro eval was 100% perfect. When the neurologist saw me this afternoon, I mean, she did an eval in bed. They're doing a complete MRI of my whole spine tomorrow. I am ridiculously claustrophobic, and I need to be in the tube for 2 hours, so I will be anesthetized for that. Um, there's a possibility that that is going to be like, oh, you're fine. And then I may not have a reason to stay here, and I really am not stable on my feet and legs. I mean, like my core is fine. My digestion is working great. Like, I'm alert and awake. Um, I'm, if I should not, I should not be anywhere that isn't protecting me physically until I'm not a fall risk, and I am a 100% going to fall if I walk out of here as woobly as my feet and legs are. Chiropractor definitely probably could help. There's a naturopathic chiropractor who I want to see. She's out of town this week. My housemates have a super awesome chiropractor in LA, but I am genuinely not able to get myself around Uh, this is temporary, of course. Electrical, ooh, what's it, electrical conduction study? Should I ask for it? Um, uh, Muscle twitching, yes. Um, I don't know if it's skeletal. I didn't have like, like pull out my back or have my low back hurt or have anything go on with my back. I have been managing for months the head thing with the ear and the vertigo and the ear infection, and had been attributing the ongoing vertigo to some kind of like remaining vestibular upset. Okay, sure. What I want is an autoimmune workup. Um, you all can infer what the first two letters are out of people's mouths as a possibility. And the other than fiercely advocating for my safety and protection, um, kind of sucks to be doing this without a partner. um, yeah, but it's what is, and I am a lover of what is. Um, I'm going to ask to see a rheumatologist. I'm going to ask, is it Epstein Barr and Jillian Beret, something, something. Um, I need a definitive diagnosis because without a definitive diagnosis, I don't know what to do to correct this. And all of Katie's, everything that I know, I've extinguished. Oh, my left leg just took a little journey all on its own without me asking it to. But I also just brought it back to where it should be. Um, I'm actually not really, well, tick-borne, as in test for Lyme. I should start writing a list. I don't know if like hospitals do stuff like that. I never got the bullseye, um, and sure, I will happily, be tested for everything. I bitch wouldn't tell me what they were testing me for this morning, the phlebotomist, and I haven't yet demanded my blood work from a doctor here. Um, I cannot believe that woman told me it's never going away. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. That's bullshit. Oh, interesting. Well, Lord knows I lived for many, many years in the center of Lyme, didn't I? That would actually explain quite a bit. I am really glad I know how to be a bitch and advocate for myself. But it's viral PCR, what they test from phlebotomy should tell you what is being drawn. Yeah, that honestly, when people are not telling me any of that, and it's very frustrating. I asked the attending in the ER to give me my blood results, my blood work results, because I had been there for hours. And the attending in the ER said, "Oh, you can get them tomorrow." And I said, "Does that mean I'm going to be here tomorrow until my blood work is done?" And, "Oh, no, 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 no. It only takes an hour. Then give me my GD blood work." I was unsuccessful in getting my GD blood work. I do not, like, what is up with that? What is the harm of me knowing my own measurements? I do not know. I am very nervous that I'm living in a zone where there isn't a hospital that will do a quick admission, which I was able to get last night at the place that kicked me out, and not be a fucking, you know, yeah, hospital administrator. Oh, that's a good idea. I mostly just am going to have the adventure of the MRI. The MRI will show if it is a pinched nerve, I'm pretty sure. And I like, do I go? Yes, actually, when I asked for Epstein Barr and Jillian Barr or whomever, asked for a patient advocate. Okay. Gwen, do you know, are patient advocates 24/7 or, okay, I'll just ask the nurse when she gets here. I have to actually write it down, but I will do that because I don't think I should try to advocate for myself right now because I don't have much short-term memory because I had a slightly significant egoic break in January. That was super fun. They are 9 to 5. Okay. When would you ever walk? Because you're an amazing person, and I'm sure you're an amazing healthcare provider. Would you ever walk into a room and tell somebody that they're never going to get better as like the first words out of your mouth? Holy shit. That was horrible. Horrible. Yet sadly, my hands aren't. Handwriting is pretty shitty right now. I think that has to do with. I don't know. Oh, la, la, la. Yeah, I mean, not only was it not acceptable, it like it instilled fear in me. And then the front desk person who was so wonderful as I was increasing my, just very quietly, I started invoking suicidal ideation, like, hello, hello. I have no idea who that was. When? None. I haven't had my shit together to do that. My When I take people to the ER or to a doctor, and I mean, I'm not a medical expert, but I am a bear for others. I will let the patient advocate know that I was told that for sure. Um, Not okay. You never ever open with "you're never gonna get better." Like, what a horrible, horrible, horrible thing to say to a person. And it's not true. It's factually not true. PTSD is curable. It's curable with a process called EMDR, who I'm trying to find people here who do EMDR because it would be super awesome for this to be complete. Anyway, I'm not writing because I'm really, really, really exhausted, and my thumb foo is weak at this point, And they tell me that there's internet here, but there is. Oh, David Chernew. Hello. There's an epicness of an epic occurring here. Um, Check it out. Wee! I am in a cardiac ward with a non cardiac problem. Yeah, I called. I've been. I'm responding to one here. I am uh, working on two things. One is finding specialists who I resonate with and who don't say things like, you're never going to get better. And one thing, finding specialists. I don't know what the second one was because I have Swiss cheese short-term memory. Um, yeah, and like I've been following the work of Bessel van der Kolk for like 15 years now, and his work on trauma and what he has to say about EMDR, two things that I'm a thumbs up on. So I mm-mm, mm-mm. Well, I will most definitely sleep a little bit tonight because I'm going on like 3 days. And I'm going to remember to tell the nurses that I misinterpreted the questions of the doctors that, again, they were asking about, is there a dog and cat in the house? Or do you have one? And I don't. But what they meant to say was, do you live with one? And I do. And actually, Renee, I've been seeing you would love her. She is a extremely remarkable craniosacral therapist. Um, and I've been seeing her. I'm not sure I want to do anything uh, like um, more intense than that. Um, I will say that the acupuncturist had, I know you would, and I would be the melting in your hands and crying and all that stuff. The acupuncturist showed zero concern, zero. So that's good. Um, the neurologist came by this afternoon. I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but she did whatever the neurologist workup test is, and I passed that with 100%, which I knew I would, because even though I have like totally shit control right now, I do have control, and they've all been really like trying to catheterize me and pick me up, and I've been saying no, I will do that myself. And they've been saying you can't because you have this stuff going on, and then I do it, and they're like, "Holy shit! How'd you do that?" And because I have a core, and I have a core. So I'm word vomiting and babbling because I'm by myself and I don't have my Whoopi with me. Um, Whoopi being something, but I think I'm going to try to get a little rest. I've been here now 14 hours. 14 hours here. I am not sure what I'm going to do to. Well, I did. Like, I really want to talk to somebody at the hospital that let me walk last night. I think that was irresponsible at a level that I mean, I was weeping, begging, weeping. You know, you're harming me. You're harming me. This is going to harm me. Aren't you're supposed to not harm? And the discharge nurse, she's like, I have absolutely no authority here, and this is how it has to go. And I said, okay, but just know you're participating in harming me, and I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. So, okay. Word vomiting complete for the evening, possibly. I might sleepy and wake uppy. But I did get a fantastic self-administered baby white bath, so I feel like clean. They'll give me dry shampoo tomorrow. It's just going to be shit until I'm home. And yeah, so glad that yeah, I'm gonna see, because in Pittsburgh, just so y'all know, we have an amazing hospital system there, because the UPMC hospital system is incredible. They do a lot of research. They did the first xenotransplant in Pittsburgh. Peter Safar, who's a doctor that my family was friends with, was a pioneer in ER medicine, and he was based in Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh had like the first of some, it might have been the first fMRI, actually. I love you back, Renee. And then Boston, hello, you know, and I never had a health problem in Boston that had me. I've actually had two trips to the emergency room. One when I broke my foot to the level that it really did need to be cast, and one when my appendix was on its way to rupturing, and I thought that I should probably get that taken care of. So, yeah. I if you pray for me. If you fucking throw runes, do that if you want to. If you're super woo, you know, I'm really working on shielding and grounding. But I'm having a difficult time, especially here in the cardiac ward. I can hear people's literally, I can hear people's discomfort because they're crying out in pain. And so they gave me earplugs, and I was not surprised that they have them. And yeah, this room was probably 85 when I got here, and it's now like oh, hello, Ren. It is now a reason. Oh, Ren, do not tell your mother what you're looking at. It's okay to tell your mother. I should call your mother. She's probably awake because she never goes to sleep, and it's like midnight. Yeah, adventures in bodies. So that is that. And word vomit done. And update when update occurs. And as you can see, totally fine doing the talking. The pain in my ear and the vertigo is gone, like completely gone as of Saturday, thanks to this body worker. So, okay. Good night, everybody.